Hi, I'm Raevennan Husbandes. Music has always been a big thing for me, whether it was just listening to it in our little living room in our flat in Walthamstow. Me and my mum would just dance around the living room like crazy fools. That was good fun. The story my mum likes to tell me is that one time I was left at nursery a little later than usual, and they had a piano there, and I was the only child that was allowed to go on the piano because they said that I had a natural ear or something. And so it kind of stemmed from there. I had a really scary teacher. She was amazing, so if she's watching this I wouldn't want to offend her, but I was just scared to, beyond my wits really. And I thought, I want to play guitar, because my granddad had a guitar, and every time I went to see him in North Wales, he'd get it down from the loft and we'd play, and I'd just make up the stuff. And I said, well, my mum said, if I stick with the guitar, you've got to stick with it, otherwise I'm not paying for lessons. I was like, okay, I will. And it's never really left my side. Quite a few people have said that they would compare me to Cleo Lane. That was a nice comparison. Don't know whether it was just my hair that did that. But a lot of people have said, oh yes, you sound, they like to say, oh you sound like this. It's easy to pigeonhole. I'm heavily influenced by people like James Taylor, Joni Mitchell, and Luther Vandross, Aretha Franklin, Lauryn Hill is a big influence. Afro folk, I've been told that there's a newish genre. Not just because I have a fro, it is a certified genre. But I think I'm quite soul-y. It's a tough one. You'd have to come and see. Well, welcome to Hawley House. This is my home. It has been for the last 8 years. And I was very ill about 2 years ago, where I went blind and other things, and this was the place I came back to convalesce. And it had been hard to get around with no sight suddenly, but this was the only place I had really where I knew where I was going. I knew where most things were. When I initially came back, I was on a lot of medication, and it made me quite angry and depressed, and I would not touch the guitar. If anything, I wanted to destroy it, so I kept it locked up. I had a meeting with a consultant of mine. I was under many consultants at the time, and she was really lovely. Dr. Marshall, her name is, and she said, do you like to do anything? What were you doing before when you were feeling better? And I said, I was a musician, and things were going really well. And she said, you should pick up the guitar again. You should. I'd like to hear your stuff. And so I came back from that, and that was the first time I picked up the guitar, and it just made me realise how much I do love music. And before I was trying to think, okay, what can I do? I was in a wheelchair at the time, so I was thinking, okay, don't really want to roll on stage in a wheelchair, I'm blind. But hearing that guitar again, I thought, no, this is definitely what I'm going to do. I heard about it on Twitter, and I was like, no way. And then I checked out everyone else, and I was like, oh my god, these guys are really good. They must have got something wrong. They're not choosing me. But I think in my denial, I didn't really practice as much as I could have, and it was really awesome. I just kind of thought, well, just see it as another gig, I'm really lucky to have been chosen to perform, and I'm just going to enjoy it. And I knew Burn the Headlines previously, so it was cool to see them again. It was really great, and as it's just me on my own, I was a little worried how people would take me, because there had been bands before, and I guess people talk through bands. It's okay because you can't hear them talking, but with just a voice and a guitar, you can pretty much hear everyone's conversation. But was a bit scary. Nice scary, but yeah, and then the reception was great. They were really lovely. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Obviously I know the guys who I did my semi-final with. Yeah, the bar is high. The bar is high, so it's going to be a fantastic night. You know, whatever happens. And I feel like we're all winners already. Really, to be able to perform in that hall, in the auditorium. I'm excited. I've got a friend who's going to be playing with me to share the experience, so that's nice. And well, yeah, the calibre of musicianship is just fantastic. What can I say? I'm looking forward to it.